Today was Martinique, and if you've never been before, it's very pretty, very progressive. Everyone drives a very nice car, by the way. They have Porsche and BMW dealerships, and I didn't see any other car brands.
There were a couple other French brands
Okay.
that were still very high end.
Yeah.
French brands.
Everyone drives very nice cars. Martinique is a French territory.
Yes, department.
They speak department. That's what they call it. And they speak French. Is there the native language on the island, or the official language?
The official
probably.
language is French, but
The native language is Carib and
yes,
Creole.
and Creole
is what you'll hear a lot of here. Which Creole, they told us today, is a combination of Latin and French and
a bunch of things.
Yes,
she rounded off a whole list.
She taught us how to say some things in Creole, and I already don't remember.
Yes. and yes, and the infrastructure is incredible. Mm-hmm. Their roads are the best we've seen in the Caribbean, and everything was pretty nice. So, yes. But contrast that with they're still putting the high-speed internet across the island, so, kind of a little hit or miss.
I guess so. So Martinique is known for its sugar cane, bananas, mango, citrus fruit, and there's something else, right? Pineapple.
Yes, and pineapple. Those are their main agricultural exports.
So that's what
they use the sugar cane just for rum. They don't really export sugar cane or sugar. They turn it into rum.
The nice thing about Martinique is there are 2 cruise terminals. Most of the American cruise ships, or cruise ships that at least begin in America, will dock at the St. Simon, I believe is what it's called.
One of the 2. I don't remember which one's. One of them is St. Simon.
It's the St. Simon side, because the other one's called something different. And that's where we were docked, and that one is right there in downtown Fort-de-France. You can see the Fort-de-France. You can see it right off in the distance.
Very much the distance. It was right in front of us in the harbor.
There. Yes. That wasn't really the distance, but it was right there. We did not go to the Fort-de-France, but we did walk around downtown for a little bit.
Yes.
And it's it feels like you are in a metropolitan area. It feels like you were in Europe.
It's far less touristy than most ports in the Caribbean. It feels like you're just in a metropolitan area. And lots of local shops.
Yes.
Not your touristy, here's some magnets, here's some shirts. There were a couple, but it was by and large just regular businesses that you would find in a downtown.
So we happened to go down a side street because they have this great big wonderful pedestrian street right down the middle of the town that you can just walk down. But, of course, there are all the side streets that go down. You can go straight down, but there are all the side streets you can go down. And we just happened to go down one of them, and one of them was a spice store. So they had so many different spices. Of course, Cajun seasoning and Creole seasoning and that type of spices that they use regularly here. But what they do also have, and something that we didn't mention, is they grow vanilla here in Martinique. And so we bought some vanilla beans, actual vanilla beans, and then we also bought a bottle of vanilla extract.
Yes.
So I'll be very excited to bake with that. And we'll make gelato.
Yes, and you can see how it compares to your Dominican
one.
Well, the Dominican.
The extract.
The extract, yes. And the Madagascar beans.
Madagascar vanilla beans. That we usually use. So that was something that was really cool that we liked. And we just happened to stumble upon that. So that was really cool because none of the other shops that we walked by had anything. Very, very, very many clothing stores.
Clothing and shoes. And yes.
And so that was like that one gem that we just happened to walk by. So that was cool that we stumbled into there. And that was, well, by that point, I guess we weren't stumbling anymore. But so after that, we came back to the ship after we walked around downtown and we picked up that vanilla. And then we decided we could go back to the ship because we bought something.
Yes.
And so we went back to the ship and we walked our 2 miles. And I showered.
Got ready for dinner
because I had sunscreen all over, and I won't go to dinner with sunscreen all over my face. and we went down to dinner, and we had a great dinner tonight. I had the fusilli alla vodka, which actually wasn't fusilli, it was gemelli, I think, pasta, but it was the alla vodka sauce, so that was good. And you had some brisket.
Yes, some red wine braised brisket.
And that was pretty
good.
good. Yeah, and I really enjoyed the dulce de leche.
Yes,
cheesecake.
It was very light.
You're
very finicky. Yes,
cheesecakes because that's my signature dessert, a New York style cheesecake. Of course, this wasn't a New York style; it was this flavored dulce de leche flavor.
But it was still very light and airy, and it was a very nice.
And it had a nice graham cracker crust too, and I appreciated that. So that's what we had, and then after that, we
came back up and made use of our balcony and read for an hour or so.
And then it was time for the show.
In La La Land, there's a one-man band that'll toot his flute for you. Come on and fly with me. Let's take off in the blue. Once I get you up there, where the air is so rarefied, we are gonna glide absolutely mystified. Once I get you up there, I'll be holding you so very near. You might even hear a whole gang of cheer just because we're together. Weather-wise, it's such a lovely day.
So we had Les Lankhorst. He's the crooner, and he sang for us tonight. He serenaded us tonight.
Yes.
We had some Frank Sinatra, we had some Dean Martin, we had some Nat King Cole, we had some Neil Diamond.
Yes.
Tonight.
Hands, touching hands, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Here we go. Sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good. I've been inclined to believe they never would, but now
I think that
there was an Elvis song.
Oh, there was an Elvis song too. Yes, and it really was a crooner. We didn't have too many. We didn't really have any up tempos except for "Sweet Caroline" and the Elvis song. What was it?
All Shook Up. Yes.
And so, but he did a great job. And then you went to the casino. You went big tonight.
Yes, big-ish, big for me. So yes, I didn't play very long. It was a very packed casino. The casino was closed most of the day as we were in port until 8:30. So everybody who goes to the casino was there at the same time. So it was hard to find a machine, but I got lucky. I found one pretty early in the night. Got a nice big win and said, okay, that's it. Walking away and came back up to the room.
And now it's bedtime. It is 10:42.
Yes, a little late.
So it's time to go to bed.
Yes, it is.
Be sure to stay tuned for the next video and like, comment, subscribe, if you will, to all of our videos so that way you can see what's going on. All right. Bye, everybody.